styles of both, Bob?
Well, Joe, I think the big thing to look at is you have two premier ball players. You have Terry Cummings playing for Houlton, and you have David Heslam playing for Mount Blue. But my thing tonight in the key to this ball game will be the support cast. What will the support cast do? Can the defenders hold those two people down, and can the other people that play for those both teams, can they maintain a consistency for Houlton and Mount View? I'm talking about the support cast for Houlton, guys like Martin Bouchard and Mike Fitzpatrick, and I'm talking about the support cast for Mount View, Bubba Garnett and Tim Downer and Phil Galgano, who are instrumental in the quarterfinal win for each of those teams. So we got two premier players, David Heslam, and also here we look at the graphic here.
Ball player for Mount View for the last couple of years. Mount View was not even in the tournament last year, and they end up number one. Terry Cummings, a little twist of the ankle. He seemed to be all right tonight playing, Bob. But in the game that we saw, sit here and watched him, was his fantastic passing, and wondered why his teammates weren't able to come up with the balls when he threw them to him. And it seems, talking to some of the people, this is about the first time he's got to do this. So
you're
that
right.
could be a big reason.
You're right. You're exactly right, Joe. He had 15 points in that first game against Mount Desert, but he also had 5 big assists and 3 steals to have a generally all-around game. So coming into the tournament and playing in the quarterfinals, that's a big plus for Coach Claude and the Houlton Shiretowners. On the other hand, David Heslam, it shows what kind of a player he was. He went to the foul line only 2 times that he plays in the post position. He didn't make either of the foul shots, but the most significant thing was he was 13 for 19 from the floor, and he jumps over people. And from what I hear, he's about 6'4", but he plays about 6'7", and he doesn't get fouled because he's so quick off his feet getting into his shot, and they just don't have a chance to foul him. So we'll look for that to see his quickness in the post area and see what Houlton tries to do in order to shut down Mr. Heslam.
And you take a look at the fine crowd that we have on hand this evening. It seems like that when the Bees are here, there's a big crowd, and everybody is here tonight. And if you look at it, if Mount View should win this game, it's an all-Mount View final with the boys and girls against the Rockland team, boys and girls. And what an upset that game just in front of us was. And instead of talking about that, we'll go over and listen to Bill McManus.
Thank you, Joe, very much. Brian, what are you going to do to win tonight?
Well, the biggest thing is we're going to try to shut down David Heslam. He does a lot for him, both offensively and defensively. And we feel if we can keep him away from the basket pretty much, that we'll stand a pretty good chance of getting into our running game. And hopefully come out here with a win tonight.
Brian, if the people that haven't seen you play, what do you run for an offense? You said a little bit of the running game. That means the passing game. Is there something different you do to it?
Well, we don't really have an offense. We cross half court, and with the ball in Cummings' hands, we're looking to shoot.
How is Cummings? I heard that he might be injured.
Well, we've been icing him for a couple of days. His ankle's pretty much okay. Wes Jordan takes it out before the game. That's why he's got the wrap all the way up to his knee. He's got a little more support. But he's the type of kid who play with a broken foot.
Brian, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Joe?
Thank you very much, Bill. As we're watching both teams warm up at their respective ends, Cummings has been the big scorer for this Houlton Shiretown team. And I also understand that Mike Fitzpatrick, or was it Matty Bouchard? It might have been Bouchard, may have had a touch of the flu. I guess the flu season is here, and probably all of them. And just like Bobby Campbell of Calais, he was down, but not out.
Right, like Roby showed today. When they're ready to go, they will. And Bill McManus is over with Greg Reed, the coach of the Mount View Mustangs. Billy, take it off.
Thank you, Bob. I'm with Steve Bennett. Steve, I was asking Brian what he had to do to win, and he said he had to score more points than you did. What are you going to do to win besides score more points than he did?
I would say we stop that fast break and stay out of foul trouble.
What about the Cummings boy? He spoke highly of the Heslam boy for you. What are you going to have to do to stop Cummings?
Slow him down, and hopefully that's the main thing.
And the people that haven't seen you on TV, basically, what do you run for an offense, Steve?
Well, we run some motion offense against the man-to-man. We run reflection. We run a stack and a little of this, a little of that. Play some man, play some zone.
Got all kinds of things. Steve, good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
Bobby?
Thanks, Steve. Minutes and 13 seconds left to go here before the start of the second game. I thought it was interesting, both coaches' comments, Joe. I think when you get to this situation, however, especially in the semifinals of the tournament, one of the things that you like to do is to play your game, and I think that both coaches exhibited that very nicely. With Bill, Brian Ford, he said, "Look, what do you work for offense?" He said, "We like to just get it over half court. When you get it over half court, we like to get it in Cummings' hands. Against a good defensive team, if you shut down Cummings, then you might be in trouble." On the other hand, I think Greg Reed said it nicely. He said, "Look, let's slow Houlton down. Let's keep them in a half-court game if we can. Be patient. Try to get them in foul trouble and have the Mustangs stay out of foul trouble, especially David Heslam. And we'll see what happens then, how the chips unfold."
Well, Bill introduced and talked with assistant coach Steve Bennett. The coach is Greg Reed, who's in the middle of the three people across the way in the green shirt. His son is a starter as well. I played a little basketball on the same side with Greg in the old over 35-year-old, and Greg is quite a basketball player.
35, you're older than that, Joe.
36
Oh,
now.
36, yeah.
Haven't hit the stretch. But he is the gentleman in the middle. That is Greg Reed, the coach.
Well, Steve must have been excited about that interview, and I'm sure that Greg will blame everything on him if things do not go right tonight.
Bill may go back.
Right. Two officials for tonight's game, David Ames from Old Town and Michael Thurston from Old Town, and with that, we will be back in just a moment.
But they say Houlton, all the Houlton players are pointing the other way, but
Dave got screened out. Dave Ames got screened out, looked to Mike Thurston for some help, and Mike gave him the nod. He had pointed the right way.
Garnett inbounds it. Galgano starts to wheel the ball around, goes into the paint, bounce pass, goes inside to Reed. Nice move by Reed, left-handed, and it hangs and falls down. As Matty Bouchard starts down with it. Nice pass inside to Hunt. Pass he deflected, and the follow-up is missed. And the rebound by Reed, and there's going to be a tough ball call. And it looks like Bouchard, who was on the floor, deflects the ball away from Reed.
Right, I think he got a hand in there, Joe, and eventually the ball bounced to him and was laying on the floor, and the possession arrow goes back to Houlton. But you saw the fast break that time.
Fitzpatrick's shot is no good. Rebound by Cummings. Cummings turn, and Galgano is fouling over the back.
Galgano took a real swipe at Cummings, tried to get after him, and he was able to sustain possession and get the shot off, but going to go for two-shot foul.
So Terry Cummings on the line, the very fine senior. 6'1". Quick release. Foul shot is up and good, and it's 4-3 now. As the number one Mustangs, Mount View leading. They're based in Fond du Lac. There are 11 towns that are in their district. Second shot is good, so we're locked here at 4 ball.
Right. Now we're seeing a little bit of pressure, and I think that's what Downer was looking at earlier. When is it going to come?
Garnett comes on with it. Now it's going to off to Downer. Downer with the pressure gives back to Garnett. Now to Galgano. Galgano can shoot as well. He's a pretty good outside shooter. Looks around, looks for Heslam, bounce pass, deflected away. Nice defensive play by Bouchard. The Shiretowners off to Cummings, and Cummings will bring down. Put the afterburners on, stops by the paint, down. Nice jump shot.
There's that freelance open offense that Coach Ford was talking about. Cummings just bringing it across the timeline, getting in a shooting position and letting it fly.
Heslam with the ball. Heslam's going to move. Heslam fires and it gets in.
What a nice big
one step.
What a long step on the final step.
Outside of Terry Cummings, we're locked at 6 here. First quarter action, 4:40. Nice outside shot by Bouchard. And Matty Bouchard, the senior hit. So the Shiretowners take the lead. They're the guests on the scoreboard. And the home team would be Mount View because of their position. They're number one. Downer outside. Going to kind of slow things down here. Take a look. Goes to Garnett. A long outside shot. And the rebound action. There's going to be a foul on Bouchard, I believe.
Trying to block off on Heslam was Bouchard. He's playing him man-to-man, as we remember early in the opening period. And he fouled. Here's the play. Ball goes in the corner. There's the shot. There's the block out, and there's the push on Heslam.
Now back to live action. Galgano drives, and he goes off the glass. And there's going to be a foul on Galgano. A player controls, and the basket will be disallowed.
Good position that time by number 44 for Houlton. It's Garrett Brown. And Galgano was leaning in, and they take away the basket.
So we have two team fouls. That's the second foul on Galgano, so he's got both his two team fouls. As Hunt has the ball. Goes in the corner. Good shot. Hunt with the straightaway. Off the lid, no good. Rebound inside. Back to Cummings. His shot is no good. Rebound taken off by Mount View. Whereas they'll bring it down slowly again. So not the same pace as we had in the Rockland game.
Not yet, anyway, but this will heat up.
Galgano shot, little air ball, taken off nicely by Garnett, and he puts it back up and in.
Bubba Garnett, great offensive rebound on the shot by Galgano.
Cummings with the ball, shots down, loops the pass over to Matty Bushard of the Houlton Shiretowners. Corner goes to Hunt, almost loses out of bounds. Now has the pressure, and we're going to call a foul on Reed for leaning in.
Right, the defensive man gaining advantage in the corner by bumping the offensive man. And they're calling a foul. Substitution's coming. Here's the play, and there's the bump. You can see the lean by number 34 for Mount View.
Reed. We get to the subs in as Houlton brings in Timothy Harrington. He'll be wearing number 40, the 6-foot junior. Ball goes to Fitzpatrick. Now deep in the corner to Cummings. Deep downtown with a baseline shot off the glass and doesn't get the lid. Underneath is Hunt. Nice rebound. He puts it up and in.
Good offensive rebound by Hunt. He was Johnny on the spot. Cummings went for a shot off the glass, missed it. Ball bounced in the lane and was put back up by Hunt for two.
Tom Rothwell is in for the Mustang team, along with Tony Larrabee. There's going to be a foul called on Hunt. And that's going to be the second team foul against the Shiretowners.
Right, and number 50 for Houlton has gone out. That's Bouchard, and number 32 is the Shore guarding Heslam.
And that's not a good Shore. They've got an inbound play here that he wheels, and he doesn't get the ball this time. So down with it on the baseline, tries to hook a pass in, but Fitzpatrick steals it. Cummings can fly, and he does, and puts it up and in. A great speed.
Great outlet pass, Joe. About a 55-foot outlet pass, and Cummings ends up with a layup. Now they're going to a straight 2-3 zone, but I'm sure they're aware of where Heslam lines up. He's on the left block.
So Garnett takes it. Now he's going to take a long outside ball. Bang! Right on net.
That's what Mount View has to do early in this game to establish the inside game for Heslam to bring out the defense. If they can hit that outside shot. Garnett's got one, and now Garnett has two.
Excuse me. Fitzpatrick starts to move in. Nice inside pass to Harrington. Harrington's going to put it up. They're going to call a travel violation. Harrington was challenging Heslam, and Heslam stood there and was called for a travel violation as Bouchard comes back in the game, and leaving this time will be Brown for the Shiretowners. Great basketball tradition up there. From Jack Dobbins to some of the guys, Jimmy Chapman, back in the old days. Foul was picked up by Bouchard when they were in L, when they were very, very strong. A lot of good years they had.
And a great team for Terry Sterling. Here's the replay.
We have to miss
the dribble.
Right?
And there's the foul. Great teams like Terry Sterling with Adams and Copperthwaite came in here in the Bangor Auditorium rated number 1 and was knocked off by Bangor one year.
Bangor was rated number 8, and a foul is being called as the Dave Ames goes over. Still we're not in the 1-on-1 yet. The score is 12-10 as Houlton leads. The foul was on Larrabee. Tony Larrabee, also a senior, is coming shot to bring down for the Shiretowners. Faces in against the zone. This is Hunt on the left side. Goes to the corner. Nice shot by Bouchard. He puts it in, and Houlton's taking it right to him.
Yes, they are. They're not making any mistake about getting into their offense early. Brian Pruitt was correct. First one that's open, take it up, and now they're back into their box and one diamond in one with Houlton playing Heslam. Man to man.
Rothwell now off to Downer. Tries to get it in, but it's took away by Hunt. So Mount View will still have the ball. Mount View seems very, very tentative. Took a long time to go. He got 1:23 left in the first quarter, and so soon up for Garnett's outside shot. And he's been the mainstay so far.
The Houlton players, Bouchard in particular, are really defending Heslam and forcing him way away from the basket. Doing an excellent job thus far in the first period.
Bouchard with the ball now. Back to Cummings. Cummings goes down the middle. and he falls, and Rockwell, number 10, Tony Rockwell, who is a senior, is fouling.
Penetration again by Terry Cummings as he was trying to dish it off. Here's the play. Watch him come to the right of your screen now. There he is. And the reach-in foul on number 10, Rockwell, 6-foot senior for Mount View.
Houlton will be on the 1-on-1 the rest of the way in the second period. So that may be vital, as they've only committed, the Shiretowners have only committed 3 team fouls. It's up and good. So we stand 16-12 with 1:06 left. As Tim Downer brings the ball down, slow and deliberate. Now goes in the middle. Turning is Garnett, and he puts it in. Garnett's having a show for himself, and he picks up a foul as well.
I think the foul was on number 40 for Houlton, as he fouled Heslam, I think, on the rebounding action. I don't know if we're going to see it again, but that's what it appeared to me.
The foul is on Harrington. The basket does count. And they'll inbound it, try to get to Heslam, and the ball is deflected away, and they'll still contain it.
Still off from Houlton, and Garnett's going to inbound it again.
So Heslam whirls away, goes way outside to Downer. Downer now goes in the corner to Larrabee. Back to Downer as he taps down. He's going to in the paint, and the shot, no good. Rebound by Harrington, strong of the Shiretowners. Stolen, but restolen by Harrington as he taps down with it. Now he's slow, looks around for help, goes back outside to Bushard, and Bushard says one shot with 35 seconds left. So Houlton leading this contest in the first period anyway, as they pretty much contained Heslam, but they have not contained Bubba Garnett with his outside shooting. Coming to the ball through the legs, shots back out. He's being chased by 2 players, and they're way action. Harrington. I noticed Harrington was kind of a muscle man in that first game.
Very aggressive player defensively, and that was a foul away from the ball. And here they are trying to go for the last shot, and now Mount View ends up on the line for 1-and-1.
And this will be David Heslam will be on the line. And Harrington is being spelled now by Garrett Brown, the starter, who comes back in. And Heslam on the line, trailing by 2 with 18 seconds left. Heslam missed his 2 shots in the last game, but he is a very fine foul shooter. And he saw it there. The expression on his face is worth a million words. He just, there's no difference if he's ahead, behind, or not even in the gym. So he hits it there. So we're locked at 16 here with 17 seconds left. Number 1, Mount View against number 5, the Houlton Shiretowners. Bushard with the ball, looking for help now. Inside, nice move by Fitzpatrick, off, no good. Rebound taken off by Downer, 3 seconds left. Downer shot down, he's going to get it off. Oh, just to the left. And out of bounds, we're locked at 16, and we'll be 2 teams lost so far.
Right, Bubba Garnett had a nice first quarter, had 10 points. I think what Mount View's got to try to do, Joe, is maybe get Heslam down on the baseline, do some picking for him, and maybe put somebody on the high post so they can get an entry pass from the wings to the high post to the baseline for Heslam. See what happens.
Most of the season, Garnett, along with Heslam, have been in May stage. They're good scorers. It's a team effort. This is a very fine team, very well coached by Greg Reed. Done an excellent job. As Timmy Downer looking around, looking for Heslam. Gargano goes in front of Reed. Reed looking for Heslam. Now Gargano goes up to the top again. As they move the ball around, Garnett with the ball. Now back to Downer with an outside pop. It's around, it's no good. Rebound action. They tip around. Heslam tries to get it, but taken away by Cummings. Here he comes. Afterburner's on. There he goes, and it's Joe. That was a shot or a pass. I guess it was a shot. He went flat.
I think it was the poor selection of a shot.
There's his coach is now saying, Terry, looks like he wanted a pass. There's Heslam. He tries to get it off. He gets the rebound. He's up off. It's no good. Rebound tipped away, knocked out, and Downer retrieves it out at the mid-stripe. He comes back with it. We're locked at 16 here in second quarter action. Just counting, 7:07 left. Rockland Tigers have entered the finals, and now we wait for this winner, Theodore Dixon. Gargano comes up with a nice spot.
Nice spot by Gargano. He went to the baseline, had to throw it a little bit higher, alter its trajectory, get it up, but it went in.
So Phil Gargano puts his team ahead by 2. Marty Bushard with the ball. Puts the pass in the middle. Brown up to Cummings, stops away, and the ball goes out of bounds, and Terry goes right on the hard cement. but gets up and comes back.
One thing we haven't mentioned, Joe, and it's being very effective, is the 2-3 zone employed by Mount View Mustangs. It's very, very tight zone, keeping Houlton away from the basket and perimeter shooting.
Now they're putting the pressure on Garnett. Garnett was doing the scoring. He starts to move. No good. Gets the tip in and scores. It's 20-16.
What a nice follow by Garnett. He missed the shot and then went up with a one-handed follow on the tip in, all in one motion. Beautiful play.
So coming to the ball, right side is to Bouchard. Bouchard with a long outside shot. Nothing but glass. And Garnett again with a rebound. As you say, those three people on the baseline on the defense are just scooping off. Houlton is not getting that second shot.
Right, and Garnett is emerging as that role player. That's the fourth player that we were talking about at the top of the telecast.
So Galgano off to Downer. Downer goes through the paint, up and in. Now they're pulling away with 3 baskets here.
Houlton zone, a little porous as they're attacking the seams of the zone and have been able to get the good shots and convert them.
Hunt with the ball now. Tries to go in the middle. He does a quick shot as he moves. And they're going to call a foul on Heslam.
Nice play that time by number 32 for Houlton. Like Fitzpatrick as he took a step on the baseline. Here's Heslam. He moves over, but he's not quite quick enough to get there. And he just gets out and catches Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick will go to the line.
That's only the first foul on Heslam. 1-on-1 coming up for Fitzpatrick. Michael is a 6'3" senior, so you folks up in the Shiretown area with a good profile of the young man there. Pop up and in. I wonder if he's in relation to Steve. He's got to be.
I don't know if he is or not, Joe. I think that most of them are related.
The profile, I mean. Huh?
Oh, the profile. But there's a long line of Fitzpatricks and Gilpins and Gilpatricks up in the Houlton area that have played basketball.
The shot is missed, and Galgano comes off with the rebound. They all chip in. It's a good team effort by this Mount View team. As Donna will bring down. Now he goes to Garnett. Garnett's going to take the pop. In and out. Boy, down in the net and then out. Comes Cummings. Cummings on a fly. He's going to stop. He'll take the pop. It's no good. High off the lid. Knocked around, taken underneath, and the shot is up and no good. And now the ball is deflected way down to the other end. The new man in was Sean Smith. They come with Garnett's pass to Galgano. He misses it. Tip-up was missed. And the rebound taken off by Fitzpatrick.
Action fast and furious. Good steal, but Galgano was too hard on the layup.
Garnett gets around Cummings. Cummings still with the ball. Shots down the lane. They're going to call a foul on Reed as Heslam took the shot, but Reed was reaching in.
Yeah, Heslam took the offensive charge, and Reed reached in. Here comes Cummings. It looks like he's out of control, but watch him. Right at the end, he just gathers himself and has control of the ball, and there's a reach-in by Reed, and Cummings going to the line for 2 shots.
Last couple of times down, Terry has been out of control. One time it looked like a pass that I guess it was a shot. It went under the basket. It did hit part of the backboard. But he certainly can shoot foul shots. He's got a very quick release.
Yes, he has. You see that bandage. He's got some high stirrups coming right up under his knee for that extra added protection.
So he splits a pair, and that makes it 22-18. Mount View leading in this game. The winner goes on Friday night to play the Rockland Tigers. And I guarantee there will be nobody in Rockland. Nice move by Heslam off the glass, and it goes in. See, the same expression on his face.
Never change expression. Mike Thurston and Dave Ames looking at number 50 for Houlton. Martin Bouchard went down fairly hard, and they're just making sure he's okay.
Coming to the ball, shots down, off to Bouchard to the right. In the middle of Fitzpatrick, nice pop there. Up no good. Rebound taken off by Garnett. Up high. Houlton players were up there, but they just didn't have the timing for that one.
Mount View is very quick off the floor. They've got some good leapers, especially Garnett and Heslam.
Comes down with a shot, no good. Rebound tipped out, taken by Hunt. And Flores says, why didn't you go for the fast break and reach foul? So going the line will be Hunt.
He said, that's why, Coach. I knew the guy was going to foul me.
I can't run as fast as Cummings, right?
He's got 3 fouls. Scott Reed going out, I believe, for Mount View. Number 40 coming in, Joe. That's Tony Larrabee for Mount View. And Scott Reed goes out.
So Reed is pleading his case to his dad. Hunt's shot is up and good. I can always remember the Houlton Shiretowners team was just were good foul shooters.
They play that style of play, Joe, which if you take the ball to the basket, you're going to get fouled.
Ball deflected, and Heslam goes down hard on the cement.
Nice hustle, though, by Heslam. Can't fault him for that. Long rebound.
Long arms, great leaping ability. And he's in that middle of that zone and makes it doubly tough when you've got to go in against him. As Tim Downer, other unsung hero for this team. Very deliberate, good style. Delgado on the side, fakes now, looks inside, still with the ball. Puts the pass back out, goes across to Garnett. Garnett now wants to set it up with 3:41 left, 24-19 to score. Mount View leading in our semifinal round here, Class B with the Bangor Archery. We've lived here all week. Nice fake by Larrabee, puts it up and all net. Right off the bench is Larrabee. Good left-handed jump shot. There's another steal. There's Garnett. We talk about the quickness you just mentioned. He said, well, I stole that when I ought to be able to earn the shot. As he comes in, he turns, comes back out with it. Now to Downer, 3:10 left. There's Cummings. Ooh, looks like Cummings put a hatchet on him. As Downer takes the ball, he's outside. Now to left of Delgado. Into Larrabee. Larrabee likes that area. Bounce pass. Went astray. Garnett's there. And Cummings goes down, and Cummings may have hit into that ankle.
I think he did, Joe. He went down with Garnett over in the baseline.
Two tough kids collide. As Cummings comes down, bounce pass to Bushard. Bushard looking for help. Now he goes in the middle to Fitzpatrick. He's in a crowd, and the ball just slips out of his hand. Delgado bring down.
Delgado got a hand in there. Bushard was a little tentative on what he wanted to do with it. Go to the corner, go inside, and Delgado reached in and stripped it.
He made up his mind for him. 2:24 left. So Cummings steals the ball. Picked up Bushard. Bushard on the move. Bushard fakes, pop, no good. Rebound strong by Heslam as he protects the ball, and they want to move it down. As Heslam will handle. He can play guard.
The last time Cummings came out, he's favoring that. You see him right at the top of your screen. Favoring that left leg.
Now it goes back to Downer. Downer turns, and Cummings picks up the foul.
That's a play, Joe. They like to do that, Houlton. They wait for the man to dribble around them, and then they try to flick it, and then Cummings will take off. And we got a timeout called by Houlton. Here it is. Here's the play right here. Watch Cummings. He'll let him go by, and then he'll try to flick it. You see the Houlton players taking off at the other end of the court. They call that the flick drill, and they try to get a fast break from it.
And we'll watch closely as we continue the game with Cummings' leg. He injured it on a rebound, and came down hard on the knee and the ankle, and he was in a lot of agony. Went out of the game and ran up and down the sidelines. I noticed out tonight when I came in, he was running up and down the hall, getting his ankle in condition. He's played a little bit out of control so far, though.
He has, and I don't think he's really got his rhythm, and he's not in the flow of the game, and maybe it's the injury, maybe it's just the defense that Mount View has thrown up against him, but I'm sure he'll settle down. He had 5 big assists, as we mentioned earlier, in that quarterfinal game, and tonight he is just a little bit out of control.
As the Shiretowners break onto the floor first. Houlton beat Mount View in the quarterfinal game by a score of 58-55 to get here. And Mount View had a hard time with Ellsworth, but prevailed 69-59. So they're both the participants in the semifinals. As going to the line will be Tim Downer, the son of the coach of the girls team, who I understand is retiring after this year.
I did not even realize that. I didn't know.
That's what I heard anyway. Well, I would assume that. I better not say it. Yes, he is. We don't think it. There's all 11 towns are now saying, okay, Joel, wake up. Who is this guy? Tim Downer with a second shot. In and out, no good. Rebound in there strong by number 22, Sean Smith. To the right side is Cummings. Cummings in traffic. Cummings going to go. Nice shot up around, off the glass and in.
Brian Ford has made a change. He's put number 12 in the game. That's Greg Haggerty. And he's put Terry Cummings out on the wing rather than at the point.
Delgado with the ball from Mount View to Downer. Downer out deep. Look. Now goes to Garnett inside to Heslam. Heslam reels. Heslam deals. Off the glass. gets the basket, draws the foul, and the Mount View kids are all standing with their green towels, swinging their towels early.
Right, nice knifing drive right here. Heslam's going to get the ball right here. In he comes, and there's the knife through the defense, up and off the glass, and he was fouled. Number 22, who's Colgano.
No, the other way.
Excuse me, Sean Smith.
So on the line is Heslam, and there's 3 for 3, so you know he can shoot foul shots, and that's the problem. You foul him, and he's going to go there and kill you on the foul line.
That's the key to the big man, Joe. If he can shoot some foul shots, because they're going to get fouled most of the time.
So Greg Haggerty better be careful of those passes if Garnett got a handout. And Haggerty will handle outside as they try to free Cummings. Inside of Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick popped. Nice shot from the baseline by Fitzpatrick.
Good ball movement that time by Houlton. Found Fitzpatrick on the baseline for 2.
30-23 to score. 104 left here in the second quarter action. Galgano is dragging his single foot. And Dave Ames calls it.
Excuse me, Joe, but Houlton's picked up the defense a little bit. They've extended that zone out, and they're pressuring the ball when it comes into the forecourt. Caused a couple of turnovers.
Haggerty handles to the right side of Cummings. Shouts the dribble across. 50 dribble. Back to Haggerty. Now to Cummings. He shouts in the lane. Takes the pop shot, and he can heat up fast. And it's cut it to 5 now.
Nice
30-25.
He was under control that time, too, and just got that jump shot. It's a pretty jump shot.
41 seconds left. Galgano with the ball. Now left hand goes to Larrabee. Larrabee looking for help. Goes way outside the Downer. 30-25. We'll see if the Mustangs will save the last shot. As a double team is put on. Downer off to Garnett. Garnett looking. Larrabee is wide open on the left side of it. You can see him. Now Fitzpatrick draws back as Heslam has the ball outside. He can put showtime on right here with 12 seconds. As Downer turns to Garnett. Garnett shot the drive. Ball's deflected away. Deflected again. Nice pass goes to Cummings off his fingertip. He's saved. And it's taken by Smith. They say he's out of bounds. And again, Cummings goes down hard on the cement.
Right, his foot was out of bounds on that save with the 2 seconds left.
Let's see if they can get the shot off. The pass goes to Heslam. He turns. He's going to fire. And it's shot. So at the end of one half of play, Mount View 30. Halftime here at the Bangor Auditorium, the Mecca of Eastern Maine, it has been called.
That has been the
A
latest.
cold Mecca of Eastern Maine, I might add.
From what I understand, here early in the morning, it's rather nippy.
Very nippy. We were here Friday night, Saturday all day, and now we're here in a warm auditorium where there's a lot of people in. You can tell by the bleachers to the stadium and up above, when that's packed, the people are going way up above. In the balcony section, that you know you've got a good crowd on hand. And Class B always brings a good crowd, it seems.
I think you're right, Joe. I think you've got a little bit bigger towns in the C and the D, and the people support their teams, and therefore you get a larger crowd. Pretty good first half here at the auditorium tonight. 30-25 in favor of the number 1 Mount View Mustangs. Playing a deliberate game. I'd say they're in control of the game right now. Their offense centered around Garnett in that first period. They've been trying to get the ball into to Heslam. Larrabee came off the bench and made a jump shot to help sustain their momentum. And they're playing pretty good, tough 2-3 zone defense, and they're getting back and preventing Houlton from breaking up the court.
Yeah, and I'd like to say hello to my little friend up in Milo, Stevie DeWitt, who's a big MPBN fan.
Is he?
And
right,
I know
Stevie.
he's sitting right in the living room looking right at us, Stevie, and we hope you're enjoying this one. We'll dedicate this one to you because you're going to be down here, we hope, someday playing for Pencliff.
All right, Stevie.
He's my man.
Felt that the Houlton offense, Joe, in the first half was a little out of control. Didn't think they had enough consistency and fluidness in trying to, get the ball into the position inside. Cummings on a couple.
Quite frankly, initially I didn't like it. I still think it's too close, but I've come to like it because it's very exciting for the fans. It really adds something to the fans. I think that the line that we have now in college probably just about perfect for high school. I'd like to see our line probably between what we have right now and the pro line. so it's graduated, and as the player gets older and more proficient, it makes a little bit more sense that way.
Bruce, you use the shot clock in college.
Yes,
High schools need that.
Well, I think that adds something also. I think if you have the three-point line, I think the clock kind of goes along with it.
Rules, Bruce, that's the Olympic rules. A lot of coaches like the idea because the official doesn't have to handle the ball. Would you like to see the Olympic rules go into college?
I really like international rules. We play that on several occasions. We've been over to England and Scotland on 3 occasions, and we go up to Canada every once in a while. I really like the international. I think the official has enough to do right now, and that kind of takes some of the burden off him, and I think that's a good thing.
I mean, if we had the international rules that Pete Webb could come out of retirement and maybe referee and do a good job instead of being as a terrible official as Webb really is.
Well, I'll tell you, when I went over to Africa 2 summers ago, I went to Peter for some help on the international rules. He knows them very well.
He probably spoke in African and some other foreign country like he talks to the coaches. He gave me a lot of crap coming down here today, so I thought I'd have to return it back to my television. Bruce, thanks an awful lot. Good luck to you in the tournament when you make it in the NAIA.
Thank you. Good talking to you, Bill.
Yeah. Bobby?
Thank you very much, Bill, and Bruce McGregor. Very nice man, coaching at Hudson College. For Houlton, Terry Cummings ended up with 13 points in the first half. Michael Fitzpatrick had 5. Kevin Hunt had 3. And Martin Bouchard had 4 for their total of 25 points. On the other side of the ledger, Mount View Mustangs, Tim Downer had 3 points. Phil Golgano had 2. And Bubba Garnett had a big 12 points in that first half. David Heslam had a quiet but nice 11 points, and Tony Larrabee had 2 from the baseline. There are statistics. Houlton was 9 for 25 for Holt.
So Fitzpatrick picks up his first foul, personal foul, and goes outside to Downer. Downer starts to turn. Downer's going to take the pop shot, and a good rebound, tipped up and in by Garnett.
Oh, what a
Can he
play.
get up or what?
Not only can he get up, but he controlled it when he was up there and tipped it in. That wasn't just a tap in. That was like a jump shot tap in.
5'11", senior. Took out that height advantage there. Now Matty Busheye will try to answer. His shot is up around, a couple of bounces, and it goes in.
He rattles it home. He got the shooter's roll that time. Here's the defense extended. So we'll look for Mount View to maybe go inside to Heslam, and there he is.
Off to the wing now to Galgano, way out deep to Downer. Cummings after him, Downer with it. Now looks the pass to Garnett. Garnett looks around. Now Garnett being him, and the ball is deflected away, picked up by Cummings. Here comes Cummings, stutter step, move, nice move inside, and a shot goes in by Cummings.
Good play by Terry Cummings that time. He took it all the way to the basket, split the defense, went in for the layup. Maybe that'll spark Houlton, get them going.
36 to 31, 5:03 left in third quarter action. And Terry tried to steal, but he leans right into Downer, and he knew it.
I think if he'd continue on with the steal instead of stopping and hesitating halfway through, he might have gotten that, but he hesitated just a moment, and that allowed Downer to take the ball back from him.
Fitzpatrick leaves. Tim Harrington comes in, the 6-foot junior. Galgano shots down the middle. Galgano's going to go off the glass and in.
Nice play by Galgano. He saw the opening in the heart of the defense and took it to the glass.
38-31. Terry trying to take control. He gets the foul and the shot as well.
And the foul's on number 34. That's Scott Reed. He went out early with foul trouble.
So
there's the replay. There's Cummings coming in. And there's the foul right there as Reed is trying to hold off number 40 for Houlton. And that would be Harrington, Tim Harrington. And yes, he has 4 fouls with Scott Reed.
Chris Herring for Mount View end of the game. Harrington with it, tries to get it back inside, but Bubba Garnett is there. They're not looking, they're trying to pass over Garnett and his roof. He can hit the roof if he wants to. Great leaping ability. Bushard way out deep. Now Bushard stops to go. He's going to stop, pop. No good. 38-33 to score. That's Mount View leading with 4:32 left.
Tough to shoot over Heslam. He established excellent defensive position.
Hunt, there's a collision. The ball goes out of bounds, and they say it's Mount View's ball as both Hunt and Garnett had a hard collision.
They went after that loose ball. No call by Dave Ames. Just Brian Ford shaking his head. What's going on? What do I need to get a call here?
Garnett goes out deep to Galgano, who is right up the line. Now he turns. Back inside, Parker loses, now swings, goes off to Downer. Downer holds over inside to Heslam. Heslam wheels, very nice. Oh! He's got that long one-foot move and goodbye.
A couple things have happened. I think Houlton's press has been relatively effective here in the third period, but what that has done is brought Heslam up to the high post, and he's able to handle the ball a little bit more, and that time you saw the result.
Terry shoots, no good. Rebound strong in there by Herring, who's only a sophomore. Chris Herring, number 12. And Downer brings down. Deflected by Cummings, but Galgano ripped away by Hunt. Hunt going to the glass, puts it up and in, and he's fouled in there by Downer. And Downer says yes.
There's the half-court trap. Again, as Downer tried to pass it over, and Hunt came in. Here's the deflection right there by Cummings, and then here's the steal right here by Hunt. He's dribbling in. He's got interference by Cummings, but there's the foul right there by Downer as Hunt converts the layup and now goes to the line to finish off the three-point play.
So Hunt goes to the line. Kevin Hunt, who's a senior, and he makes it. Three-point play, 40-36 now in favor of the Mustangs.
Now the press is full court, Joe.
Passes out to down in the middle of Heslam. Heslam's going to move. Heslam in the middle. Heslam gets the shot off, and they're going to call a foul on Heslam. And he doesn't change the expression.
He doesn't.
And Harrington took the brunt of that. He took a hard shot.
Good defensive position by Harrington. He's trying to get up. He's getting up very slowly. Here's Heslam. Crossover dribble. Goes up in the air, and there's Harrington falling backwards. And
Rick Reed wants the timeout. Harrington took a shot, and he's running off. He needed a time himself to regroup.
Very timely press by Houlton at this point in the game. 3:40 left to go in the third period. They have a half-court trap on, and that's been effective with a couple of deflections, and it's kept Garnett at least out of the game for the last minute and a half. And then on the last score by Hunt, they went with a full court pressure and causing all kinds of problems for Mount View. Timely timeout for Coach Reed at this time.
So the Mustangs have only committed 3 team fouls, and Houlton has only committed 2 here in the third period. With 3:40 left, a 4-point lead, 40-36.
And only Greg Reed, I believe, Joe, is the only one in foul trouble for Mount View.
It's been a well-called game, the second one we've seen. Both veteran officials, Dave Ames along with Mike Thurston. And Thurston, in your picture now, will hand the ball off to Cummings as they will try to cut the lead down to 2. And Cummings, very difficult to stop. He can handle the ball, sometimes out of control, but when he's not, he is deadly with some shots. Martin Bushard with a long outside shot off, no good. Rebound comes back to him. He's going to fire up again. Up off the grid, no good. But the Garnett comes off with it. And off to Downer, now goes to Heslam. Heslam stops. Now takes it over the time strike. Goes to Garnett. Garnett's going to move. Stop. Inside to Heslam. Goodbye.
Nice pass by Garnett. Great cut by Heslam. And he points to him and says, nice pass, Bubba.
Mount View, they do things well. A team effort by this team is 17-1 coming in this tournament. Outside shot by Hunt. No good. Rebound in there by Downer. And Downer holds the ball. Cummings right there with him. Off to Galgano. Bill turns, and the ball is deflected away by Hunt. Goes to Cummings. Nice pass to Bushard. Puts it up and in. What a great pass that time by Cummings.
Excellent pass by Cummings and great conversion that time by Bushard.
Bushard on the left side, so Cummings triggering this defense. 42-38. Hunt has come up with 2 steals, and that time Cummings found Bushard on the left flank and was able to feed him. Downer with the ball. Stops, looks. Now he gives off to Garnett. Garnett holds. Cross court to Galgano. Back outside to Downer. As they move the ball around. Garnett the pop. Good.
He can do that all night. That's wide open. Once they get through that first wave of the trap, Garnett's opening up on the baseline. He's just been a little bit tentative the last couple of times, and he's been trying to cross court the pass.
Inside goes to Harrington. He's in a lot of crowd. Puts it up. It goes in. And they're going to call a Harrington foul. Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness, he says. What's going on? Heslam had the defensive position evidently in the lane.
You had to give him a point for getting through the way he did. So coming in the game and back is Brown, Garrett Brown for the Houlton Shiretowners. Fitzpatrick comes back. And also number 14, Matthew Perry of the Houlton Shiretowners.
So some substitutions here by Coach Ford. Let's see how they work out.
Pass goes to Heslam, off to Galgano. On the right side, Herring. Herring starts to go off the glass. And they're going to call a player control foul on him. And he can't believe it as Cummings took another shot.
Cummings had good position that time. Dave Ames felt he had his feet planted. There's number 12. Herring, here he is, right here. There's Cummings. Looks like a good call from here. I think if he'd stopped and taken the jump shot, he'd have been all right, but he tried to knife through and picked up a little bit of the body of Cummings.
Terry off inside of Cummings. Cummings shot. He falls down. Rebound taken off inside by Terry. He turns. He's lifted by Heslam. Heslam takes it. And they're going to call a foul on Heslam. Oh, I don't know.
I think he called a foul on the tip. I don't think he called it on the block. I think he called it on the second tip that Heslam went after the ball on number 14. Is Terry, Matt Terry.
That was a gutsy
But he blocked the shot.
Guys on both sides of him, and
he blocked the shot, then he tried to tip it up again, and he ran into Terry.
Well, whatever it is, it's not popular.
It isn't very popular either. I can hear it behind me, Joe.
I don't dare to look back, do you? Go see and tell him to quiet down, Bob. They've got Kevin Hunt up there, but that's number 14. That is Matthew Terry. Terry's shot is good. 44-39 with 1:40 left. As both sides are chanting each other, fighting each other. Terry gets ready for his second shot. He is a senior, a 5'10" guard. Second shot is up, and it's good. He hits the pair. They say no, he's over the line. So the foul shot is disallowed. And the lead stays at 44-39.
Committed a violation on the shot, so the point will not count. Mount View's ball. Here's the press again.
So they're looking for Heslam. There he is. He turns. Now he starts to move. Comes down the middle. And he's going to take it himself. And it's up and in.
Great athletic move that time by Heslam as he went by the defense. Nice move. Put his body in all kinds of contortions.
And Cummings comes back to the baseline. And he comes up with almost a steal. Galgano holds on. Off to Heslam. Heslam turns. Now hooks the pass. Goes to Herring. First pass. The guy net up off the glass and in.
Great action here, Joe. It's heating up a little bit. 48-41.
1:05 left. Terry Cummings. Yes! Cummings is on fire as well. 48-43. Pass goes to Garnett to Galgano. Galgano shots down with it. He goes way back outside with a lot of pressure. Two men on, someone's going to be open. Now they're going to have 5 seconds on. Good call. Good call by Mike Thurston. If they're closely guarded within that area, within 5 seconds, he's only with the ball. Then it goes over to the defense.
Press getting to Mount View at this point in the game, and there's Heslam going out 47 seconds. I'm sure just for a rest here at the end of the third period.
Well, he doesn't want to draw his fourth foul here in the third period. Good play by Greg Reed. Anyone's ball game. They're both heating up. Cummings has a hot hand. Fitzpatrick, a lot of traffic. What he hit? Whoa, 3 players are there, and Fitzpatrick up over him. Steal by Terry. And the pass to Bushard goes to Cummings. The ball is still loose, picked up by Fitzpatrick. 27 seconds, the ball's deflected away. We've got the greatest soccer match of the century. The shot is up and down by Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick hits. What a hot potato out there.
Holy moly. Herring with the ball. Hooks the pass to Galgano. 13 seconds left. 1 point lead by Mount View. Everything is broken. And Galgano picks up his player control foul.
Pressure really bothering Mount View at this time. It's 8 seconds left. I'm sure Greg Reed will play out the clock. Here's the replay, and there it is right there. Galgano just lowers his shoulder and runs into Bouchard, number 50, who held his ground. Galgano's going out with 3 fouls. Wise play by Greg Reed to get him out of there.
U.S. Soccer is back
in Rothwell for Mount View. But what a run here by Houlton. They really are on fire. Playing great defense, causing all kinds of havoc with Mount View.
Terry with the ball to Bushard. Hooks the pass inside to Brown. Brown off the glass and in. And Houlton takes the lead. That's the buzzer. So at the end of 3, 49-48, the Shiretown is leading, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Bernie Rossetti, Program Manager for MPBN Television. We hope you and your entire family are enjoying once again what... You're watching high school basketball tournament action on the stations of the Maine Public Broadcasting Network, a service of the University of Maine system.
Unbelievable turn of events here at the Bangor Auditorium as Houlton has come from out of nowhere to take the lead 49-48 over Mount View Mustangs. And you got to credit their press and their determination and their work ethic. Mike Thurston's holding things up here as number 40, I believe that's Larrabee. Tony Larrabee's coming back in the game for the fourth period. So Galgano's back, Heslam's in, Bubba Garnett's in, and Downer is in for Mount View.
So the only exception was Reed, as Larrabee is in for him. In the last 8 minutes, the winner of this game goes against the Rockland Tigers. Downer, pass to Heslam, now off to Garnett. Garnett through the legs, back outside to Downer. Now the corner to Garnett. Garnett holds over his head, shot the wrist to the baseline. There's his shot. Good. That's what he's got to do, Joe. That's wide open, and he's looking to pass the ball back outside into the trap, and he's got to take it to the baseline. Terry Cummings, Terry wheels, Terry deals, up around, and good. He gets the roll. That's the shooter's roll. Nice roll that time by Cummings. The 51-50, a shootout here at the OK Corral. Heslam has to come down, hook the pass now to Bubba Garnett. Terry Cummings has been relentless on defense and offense. Hook pass goes to Galgano. He has it, now he turns. At the top goes to Downer. Downer with the ball, got it by Terry. Now to Galgano. As they start to whip the ball around, Garnett back to Galgano on the side, looking around. Downer at the top. Taking a little bit off the clock here with 6:50 left in the fourth period of action. Garnett. Garnett is going to be fouled inside. Is away from the ball. I think that's going to be on Martin Bushard on Heslam. 44. Check that. That was on Garrett Brown. On the push from behind as Heslam was coming to the basketball. Ball goes in play right to the right of our broadcast area here. We haven't caught a ball yet, have we? We need one. Oh, nice move inside. Kind of a pass, and they're going to call a foul. Again on Brown. Right, Heslam had posted up, and Garnett had tried to lob the pass into him, and he reached in. And they're going into 1-on-1. Here's the replay. Here's Garrett right here. Bubba Garrett. He goes up, looks for the shot, passes into Heslam, and there's a reach around by Garrett Brown for the foul. And we're 1-1, still mentioned. David on the line. He has been perfect on the line. 6-3. Looks up at the net and pings. Well, it may be one of those things that Houlton's had to fight back so hard to get back in it. Now a little bit of the edge seems to be toward the Mount View side, as they lead only by 1, but it looks like they're able to penetrate a little bit better than they have been able to. Looks like the zone's a little bit more aggressive, too. Fitzpatrick inside to Cummings, and he puts it in. Nice pass by Fitzpatrick. Mike Fitzpatrick. 52-53 now. Houlton leading. Hook pass goes to Downer. Downer sats down with it. Ball deflected away, but Galgano is there. Back outside of Downer to Heslam. Heslam turns. Heslam wheels. The basket goes in. And down goes Fitzpatrick. And the foul is on Fitzpatrick. Right. Mike Thurston looked for help from Dave Ames. Mike didn't know it went in, and David said, yes, the basket was good. On a nice drive, a nifty drive by Heslam. So he got hit in the face, but appears to be all right. They talk about the fourth quarter is Mount View's quarter. They have been successful in the fourth quarter because they go to this young man right on the line and let him do his thing. It started early. Right. He's perfect on the line, 5 for 5. 6. No, he missed this one. Larry Bird. Pass off goes to Cummings. Cummings shot down, set a step, stop, puts it up, it's around, no good. Rebound by Garnett. Boy, Garnett was up high that time. 54-53, the number 1 team in Eastern B leading Mount View. Now Garnett starts to move, back outside goes to Downer. Back to Garnett. Garnett starts to turn at the baseline, going to take the pop from there, no good. Rebound strong by Larrabee, up and out. Great weak side rebound by Larrabee. Garnett was a little tentative on that jump shot, Joe. It looks like he doesn't want to take the shot. It like he thinks he's shooting the ball too much. But Larrabee was there. Bushard gave up a shot. Inside is Cummings. and the ball will go to Houlton on the alternating possession.
Right, Cummings wasn't looking. He was cutting through the lane, and Bouchard tried to pass it into him, and he wasn't aware of the pass, and lucky to get the ball back on the possession arrow.
David Heslam's sister, Beth Heslam, who played for Mount View, and a great track star at the University of Maine. Fitzpatrick shot, yes! He answers back, and it's 55 to 56. Mount View by 1. OT. No. Delgado still controls the ball. In the middle goes to Heslam, turns to Garnett. Garnett's got to move to the right side. Out cross course it. As they try to set up, looking inside. Larrabee is wide open on the left flank, at the baseline, but they can see him. Markham's on this side. Right down in the action ball. Downer with the ball, looks inside to Heslam. Heslam wheels, turns. Heslam's going to go, and the ball skips, and it's going to be a foul on Marty Fitzpatrick.
Heslam's taking the ball to the basket. He's starting to take over a little bit, get wide open. And foul is on Bouchard. Here he is. There's the dribble. Goes in the air, and he's stripped right there by Bouchard across the arm, and the foul.
So he'll get back in the line for 1-1, or was it 2? No, it's 2. He's in the act of shooting. And David Heslam on the line. Puts it up, and quite a story at Mount View, a team that did not make the tournament a year ago. They turned their season around and come in at a 17-1 mark. Winning their first game against a tough Ellsworth team, they played very well. Second shot up and good, so he split the pair.
Much better rhythm that time. The first one, he pulled the string a little bit.
57 to 55, 4:53 left in this game. Terry Cummings, unrelentless, up and no good. Rebound strong inside, put up and back in by Sean Smith, and we're locked at 57. Garnett received the pass from Heslam, who was in the air. Garnett going to go, shovel pass inside. There's Heslam off his off and in. Good give and go.
Nice pass, a good look by Garnett again, and Heslam has got that uncanny ability to get between two defenders.
59, 57, 4:25 left. Shiretowners playing very well. Cummings downtown. No, in and out. Heslam with a strong rebound. He protects the ball. Think Terry might be running out of gas? Probably not.
I don't think so, Joe. I just think that he hasn't taken an outside shot for quite a while.
Heslam pass inside to Larrabee, and he banks himself off, and they're going to call a foul on Fitzpatrick.
Right, Fitzpatrick was looking away. In fact, had his back to Larrabee. Nice look inside by Heslam. Here he receives the ball, goes up like he's going to shoot, passes inside, and there is Fitzpatrick moving in on Larrabee.
And they'll go for the shot. I don't know. It may have looked like the other way, but we'll let it go.
Well,
Larrabee had the ball in the air, and he
didn't have position.
He was moving.
Right.
So
he had his back to him, and he looked like he was moving to me.
So a very fine substitute off the bench, and Mr. Larrabee gets ready with a left-handed pop. It's up around. It's no good. Rebound by Fitzpatrick. 59-57 to score as Mount View stays ahead. 4:02. Cummings going to go. Cummings shot is partially deflected. Heslam with the rebound, turns around. Garnett was out in the field by himself, but Heslam hooks the pass over to Downer. As Heslam goes back, now he goes up to Garnett. Garnett looking around. The Downer in the middle to Heslam. Heslam reels. Heslam deals. Off the glass. And that time,
Sean Smith went
down, and he's possibly was taken up a little bit.
Dave Ains whistle for the timeout. Sean got an elbow, I believe. He's looking in front of that bench.
So with 3:39 left, the Shiretowners trail 61 to 57 here in the fourth period of action, Bob.
So I think we're seeing the player in David Heslam that we expected to see. He is starting to take over this basketball game on both ends of the court. When you get a player of his caliber, you look for certain kinds of things, and he's beginning to do those kinds of things. One of them is to rebound, and he's getting all of the defensive rebounds. And number two, he's coming into play more and more on the offensive end of the court. He's bringing the ball up the court. He's helping the guards bring it up. When he gets in the forecourt, he's becoming a central figure, sort of like a focal point in the middle of the zone trap defense, and he's being able to dish off when he has to. That time we saw it at Larrabee, and also taking it to the glass when he has to. So he's becoming a dominant force right now in the basketball game.
Excellent observation, Bob, and that's why you're sitting here with us, because of that great insight as a former coach. And I still say we should go 2-on-2 with a group across the way.
Right.
I know you're a good ball handler. They don't dare to play us, I'm telling you.
Well, let's look at Houlton now. They got 3:39 left to go. And they've got to be a little bit more patient on their shot selection, I believe.
Hunt is back in the game. Kevin Hunt, number 34, and Houlton throws the ball away. 3:34 remaining in this game, and the winner will play against the Rockland Tigers. Delgado shots down with it. Small but good size, rugged built. Delgado goes back outside the down, a double team. Shoots the pass to Heslam. Heslam wants to move. Pops it up, and he draws the foul again against Hunt, and he'll go back on the line. And just as you mentioned, he's just this is his quarter. It's like Kevin for the Celtics there.
McHale?
McHale, they used to call him Kevin the Fourth when he came off the bench. But this man's on the floor, and he's kind of taken over. And you can see the strength in all aspects of the game. This is why he's such a dominant figure.
The thing that I like about him, and I've noticed it about him, having only seen him play a couple of times, is he's got great awareness of where things are, where people are on the court. That time there, instead of waiting for the trap to come to him, he just took the dribble inside, went up for the shot, and was fouled.
So second shot, trying to split a pair, and he does. And it goes 52 to 57, so it's a 5-point lead. There's Terry Cummings who will bring down for the Houlton Shiretowners. Left goes to Hunt. Hunt fakes the shot. He's way out deep. Now corner goes to Matty Bushard. Matty pops and no good. Air ball. Rebound by Larrabee. Larrabee comes off. And Cummings went down hard. He thought he could have drawn a foul on that. And Cummings just threw a elbow at Delgado. So things are heating up, boys and girls. Don't go away. Downer with the ball now. In the middle. It goes to Heslam. Fake. Nice. Puts it up off the glass and in. There he is again. Right in the middle of that zone. Coming down is Cummings. Cummings going to move. Cummings going to stop. Going to take the pop off the glass and in.
Cummings is not seen in this game yet, Joe. He's a determined force out there. He's really working hard.
64 to 59. Downer off to Delgado. Delgado way over now. Cummings after him. He goes down, and Cummings is going to be called for fouling. And he doesn't like the call, but he gives the ball off to the official.
Looks like he got his foot in there, and he tripped Delgado. He was really working hard on both ends of the court. He tried to flick on the sideline, and then cross court. There he is right here. He's trying it again, and he just gets tied up with his left foot with Delgado, and he's going to the line. 2:31, 64 to 59 in favor of Mount View. Mount View, excuse me.
Oh, that's all right, Mount Blue. What do you suppose what 11 pounds is going to do to you? Brought up and good by Delgado. Another unsung hero for this very fine Mount View team. Bill Delgado, 5'7" senior, getting ready for the second shot. Foul shot so important down at the end of the game like this with 2:31 remaining. Second shot is up, it's no good. Long rebound off, kicked around. Weary with Semifinal. And the ball goes in the backcourt and picked up by Mount View. Now to Delgado. Downer in the middle of Heslam. Heslam turns. Heslam with 4 people on him. Here comes Garnett, and he puts it in.
And Heslam finds Garnett wide open on the baseline, and he drills it.
Starting to pull away now, 67 to 59. Cummings, right side. Bushard. Bushard shouts to go. Bushard puts it up off the glass and in. 67 to 61. Downer shots down with it. Downer starts to move. Nice pass inside to Larrabee. Larrabee takes the shot. Heslam is there. Tries to get his own rebound. Still going for it. First and 10. And Hunt is wild because he feels he was tackled by Heslam.
He thought he was fouled by Heslam, but Houlton's going to get the ball on the deflection out of bounds.
So things are heating up as Bushard will go to the sideline. And Matthew Terry comes in, the 5'10" senior guard.
Matt Perry was instrumental defensively at the end of that third quarter.
1:45 left, a 6-point lead. Cummings all over the court. Cummings going to go. Cummings turns, spins, misses. Heslam with a rebound. Heslam turns, but Cummings was there after him. Cross court to the Delgado as he shot down with it. Double team, turn, Hunt knocks the ball away, picked up by Downer. Downer turns, puts the pass in. Now it goes to Garnett. Garnett shot is up and it's no good. Rebound by Heslam, puts it back up and it's good. And they're really going to call before the shot. They're going to call a foul on Sean Smith, who's on the floor.
On the rebound, a great rebound that time. Good shot by Garnett. He had about a 12-footer. Here it is right here. Here's Garnett. He's going to shoot it. And watch Heslam come right to the left of your picture. Great rebound, great extension on the rebound, and he puts it up, going away, and there's Dave Ames with the no call before he let the ball go. So
Terry Cummings was the personal foul. That's his fourth. We said it was Smith, so that's a no-no. have to eat pepper the rest of my life. As Heslam gets ready. Yes, he said, the executive producer. And maybe if they hang on to win this and Bill McManus talks to the coach, maybe he might get the right one. I hope you're not listening, Bill. The guy in the green sweater. Shot is up and good by Heslam. But the Shiretowners are not out of this yet. 122, 68-61.
This is where great foul shooting comes in for a good big man inside because they're going to touch the ball an awful lot in this kind of situation.
And he hits the pair, all net, out to Cummings, 69-51. Shot down with it. Now Cummings to the strip by Downer. Downer turns. 4 players are there. Now throws it off, and they're going to call it travel. I think that was a good call. Good call by Dave Ames.
They were trapping him, and Downer got the ball away, but I guess he picked up his third foot on to David.
Ford is saying to his team,
it is right here.
Call a time.
There it is right here. It looks like there's all kinds of contact, but David says, no, you picked up your third foot.
So see if they hear him. The Cummings scores. Ball stripped away by Delgado. Picked up by Heslam. Heslam can slam it. Heslam goes up the glass, and it's saved. That's it foul.
Great play by Heslam. Great control going to the basket. He's got great leaping ability, Joe, but he's also got great control of the basketball. Good strength going to the goal. He was fouled by number 34 for Houlton. So 71-61 with a minute and 1 second on the clock.
Kevin Hunt picks up the foul. A 10-point lead now. Looks like it's going to be tough. 1:01 to go. But the Shiretowners have certainly put up a marvelous fight tonight. Shot is missed. Picked off by Smith. Outlet pass goes to Matty Bushard. Bushard shot down with it. He's going to stop. Takes the foul line shot. No good. Good rebound inside by Fitzpatrick. And he puts it in. And they call a timeout.
And they call that timeout. They're looking to set up the defense. Is Brian Ford. See if there was 52 seconds left. They got to try to steal the inbounds pass first. That's the first thing. Go for the trap second. And if they don't get either of those, foul third. That's the third option. And try to put Mount View on the line in order to... Here's the fast break right here. Here he comes. Look at the speed he's got. Goes up in the air. Controls the ball, brought the ball back to his side to let the defender go by him, and then went up strong to the goal, was fouled in the act. A great play and a good drive by David Heslam as he saw some daylight and took it to the glass. On the other hand, Mount View's got to spread the court right now and just stand and pass. They're going to play a zone defense, just stand around and pass the ball over the top of the zone and wait for the foul and make your foul shot.
Big crowd standing on hand. We got the green wave behind us. And if they hang on, will be the orange and black wave, and the green wave will show up. Both boys and girls of Rockland High School and Mount View will be in the finals in Class B.
Here comes the pressure by Houlton as they set it up with Brian Ford on the timeout. And here comes the offense by Mount View.
Screen put up across the way. The pass comes in. The Garnett pass to Larrabee. Larrabee has the ball. He turns. They're going to call a foul on Hunt.
Foul on Hunt. Hunt first came screaming across the court. Dave Ames was running, trying to get down in position. And Larrabee was trying to pivot away from Hunt, and Hunt fouled him. And that's what we're looking for. But they got the ball all the way down the court. As Larrabee goes to the line for 1-1.
71-63. Rockland and Mount View split on the season. The only loss Mount View had came through the hands of the Rockland Tigers. And the Rockland girls lost twice to Mount View. As Mount View still undefeated. Larrabee gets ready for the foul shot, puts it up. It's no good. Rebound tip taken by Houlton Cummings as he shots down with it. He's going to stop. Nice pass inside to Matty Bushard, and Bushard puts it in. 71-63. Pass goes to Heslam, 65 I should say. And they're going to call an elbow foul on Bushard who went down on Heslam. And Heslam rolls the ball over to not Dave Ames, but Mike Thurston. You see that curve on his roll?
Here it is right here. Just saw the end of it. It looked like Bushard may have taken a little dive. There was some contact, but he went down awful quick for that.
Fitzpatrick shot is up no good. Cummings deflected away by Garnett. They're going to call a player control foul on Cummings.
What a nice play by Garnett to get that deflection off the Cummings shot. Excellent play by Garnett. And he's the role player we're looking for. And that's 5 fouls on Mr. Terry Cummings as he leaves here this evening for Houlton. And Greg Reed's going to call a timeout. But an excellent performance and an excellent career for young Mr. Cummings for the Houlton Shiretown. He has nothing to be ashamed of. He has played very, very well and ended up with a big 27 points for his Houlton Shiretown team. They're off to a slow start, but came on strong down the stretch with 30 seconds left, 71-65 in favor of Mount View, and Mount View has been finally awarded that timeout.
You can see that they both go to their respective benches with 30 seconds left. The Houlton cheerleaders come out on the floor, and Heslam has played up to his expectation, as well as Terry Cummings, who played a very fine basketball game with some good passes. He was relentless with that sore ankle and leg. He, at times, just was all over the floor on defense, on offense, made the thing go for this Houlton Shiretown team, and has had a great career up there, and I know the people up there must be some proud of him, and he fouls out of his last game.
Right, and we're talking about the support cast, Joe, at the opening of the game, and Martin Bouchard and Mike Fitzpatrick have filled that role very, very well for Houlton, but Bubba Garnett has come out of nowhere here tonight to really help support David Heslam, and that was very, very evident on that last play as, again, Garnett came across the lane, blocked the layup by Terry Cummings, and Terry got the rebound, and then Garnett was able to hold position, and he went in for the player control foul, his first foul of the game. So the supporting cast, led by Bubba Garnett, here this evening for Mount View.
So the ball will be put in play by Garnett as they're going the full length of the court, and the pass is going to be a foul call against Houlton, and this time they're going to call two.
I think it's going to be a two-shot foul. I think what Mike Thurston is calling is that Mr. Hunt took a dive, and that's 5 fouls on Mr. Hunt, Kevin Hunt for Houlton. But I think what he's calling is, and I'm sure Houlton was, what they were trying to do was trying to get an offensive foul on any kind of movement by Mount View. And I don't think that Hunt got any kind of contact at all. Went down, and he called a two-shot foul.
So that means that Larrabee will be on the line for 2. The ball will be out at the point of infraction as Hunt fouls out. And Brian Fleur, the coach of Houlton, has not been very happy with Mike Thurston. I thought Mike was listening with a left ear on the last call. You might see him. But Mike, always a gentleman.
Yes, he is. And
benefit of the doubt.
And he's a good basketball official, too. He's always in control. And one thing about Mike, he's on top of the play.
So Larrabee will go back to the line. Tony Larrabee, a 6'2" forward senior. Left-handed shot is up and good. 72-65 to score with 30 seconds remaining.
Tony likes that. Gave a #1 sign to both the fans and the bench.
Well, the Mount View team and Rockland team will have a chance to rest tomorrow to get ready for Friday, as we're back tomorrow with Class C basketball. We split the pair, and it goes 72-65. And the ball will be put in play at the point of infraction. And Garnett will start over again where he started before the foul. Long pass going to go down to Heslam. Heslam's going to save. Hooks the pass inside to Larrabee, and there he is.
What a range of scores. What a range of scores. A great play by Heslam.
Shot inside, deflected away. Garnett comes off with it. Heslam, baseball pass to left side of Galgano. 13 seconds left. Galgano goes for the glass. Up and good! And a dipsy-do. Little move at that time. 76-65. 6 seconds left. Quick shots, outside shot, no good. Ball is reflected around, and there it is. 76-65. Mount View is in the finals.
Unbelievable. Great job by the Mount View Mustangs as they're going to reach the finals. It reminds me a few years ago, Joe, I remember Nokoma's team hadn't been here for a while, and they went all the way to the finals in their first appearance. I think it was the Wilcox boys played that time for Nokoma's, but here's Mount View doing the same kind of thing. Coming into the tournament, the #1 seed, very difficult without any prior tournament experience, and now going all the way to the finals. A great tribute to Greg Reed, the coach at Mount View, and his team for at least performing that task so far. So we got an all-Rockland Mount View final.
And coming out of the crowd to shake hands with Greg Reed was the great basketball player for Brewer, Ira Wayne Gifford. And we hope Bill McManus will get the right coach this time. Bill, the guy in the green sweater.
Okay, let's look at the final statistics. For Houlton, Terry Cummings ended up with 27 points in his final high school game, a splendid career for young Terry Cummings. Mike Fitzpatrick had 13 points. Kevin Hunn had a big 8 points. Garrett Brown had 2. Martin Bouchard had 8. Sean Smith had 2. And Matthew Perry had 1 point. Timothy Harrington did not score for Houlton. For the victorious Mount View Mustangs, Timmy Downer ended up with 3 points. Phil Colgano had 7. Bubba Garnett had a big 26 points. David Heslam ended up with 33 big points. And Tony Larrabee, coming off the bench in the support role, had 7 big points. Tom Rothwell did not score but did play, as did Chris Herring for the Mount View Mustangs. So at this time, we're going down with a happy coach, Greg Reed, the Mount View Mustangs, as they go to the final. Bill McManus, take it away. Billy?
Thank you, Robert. I do have the right coach. I won't tell you who told me the coach in Mount View before, but I did interview the assistant coach, and those guys can be a little bit ecstatic. Greg, congratulations. Thanks for all the game.
Thank you very much.
The Heslam boy, first time I've seen him be, myself being from Western Maine, he's a good athlete, but you get 4 of the kids that go well with him.
That's right. A lot of people think David Heslam is the whole team, but there's 4 other guys out there that can play ball well with him. And, you know, when they key on David, it seems like someone else just takes charge and does their part and puts the ball in the hole bar.
How's it going to be with both the boys and the girls team in the Eastern Maine final?
Oh, that should be super. That's really a coach's dream, a high school dream. You know, the fans back home are all excited about it. And the kids are just excited. It's great.
Greg, I don't know. Have you played Rockland, or did you play them in the regular season?
Yes, we played Rockland in the regular season. I believe we beat them the first time we played them at Rockland. I think it was a 5-point game. And later on in the season, we had them up home, and we lost them by 1 point. So we split with them in the regular season.
Maybe it'll be a game like we had the 5 overtimes with Dexter and Rockland. That would be a good turnout, and it would be a great Eastern Maine final.
I don't know if I could stand the 5 overtime game.
Greg, I know you want to go into the team. Congratulations. My apologies for interviewing the JV coach, but it's better to do him first than you do as a winner.
He's part of the team. He's part of the team.
Greg, thank you.
Thank you.
Bobby?
Very good, Bill. Great comments here by Greg Reed, the head basketball coach at Mount View High School. Joe, we thought that the support cast must come through. We think that Bubba Garnett was certainly a key for Mount View Mustangs, as they were victorious here tonight over the Houlton Shiretowners, 76-65. Tomorrow we go to Class C, and at 2 o'clock, Skank versus Piscataquis in the girls' action, followed by Mananock.
Tournament is going on here. Let's check the Northeast tournament scoreboard for just a second. That's right, top seed Central Aristic. They get a win over Shed early this morning. Yulee Bradstreet led the way. Central Aristic will take on Matthias in the semi. And David Heslam takes the ball coast to coast. 33 points for Heslam, and this is near the end of the game. Mustangs were getting awfully close to winning it, and they did. 76-65, the final. Terry Cummings did it all year. He's done it for years. He did all he could do, pumped in 28. Bubba Garnett, 26 more for the Mustangs. Mount View boys will play Rockland for the Eastern Maine Championship in Class B Friday. Can they get any more excited than this? We'll all be down there to see what more can happen. Mount View, 76-65 in the other Class B semifinal.